The air in the assembly hall crackled, not with the usual static of a superhero battle, but with the hushed anticipation of a press conference. Flanking Captain America on a brightly lit stage, his frame slightly hunched, stood James Howlett, Logan, the Wolverine. He wasn't in his usual attire. A dark, well-fitted jacket replaced the familiar yellow and blue, or the worn leather of his solitary patrols. Around them, the flashbulbs popped like miniature explosions, illuminating the faces of reporters, all vying for a question. A particularly aggressive voice cut through the murmur. "Mr. Logan, your past is well documented as a weapon, a lone wolf. What makes you, a mutant with a history of extreme violence, the right choice to promote peace and unity between humans and mutants?" Logan shifted. His eyes, usually sharp and predatory, held a flicker of something deeper, perhaps weariness, perhaps a challenge. He didn't immediately growl a retort, didn't unsheath claws. Instead, he simply met the reporter's gaze, a long, silent beat hanging in the air. The captain then stepped forward, a reassuring hand on Logan's shoulder to address the question. But that moment, that quiet, unexpected pause from a man known for his raw instinct, spoke volumes. It was a glimpse into the radical experiment known as the Avengers Unity Division and Wolverine's surprisingly central role within it. This wasn't just another superhero team. It was a bold, unprecedented statement from Captain America, born from a world grappling with deep-seated prejudice and fear. The chasm between humans and mutants had grown too wide, too volatile, threatening to tear society apart. Cap's vision was simple, yet revolutionary: bring together the most iconic figures from both worlds, the Avengers and the X-Men, to stand side by side. Their mission was to demonstrate to a wary public that coexistence wasn't just a dream, but a tangible, achievable reality. And at the heart of this audacious plan, standing as a living, breathing symbol, was Wolverine. The choice might have seemed counterintuitive to many. Logan was not known for his diplomatic graces, his gentle touch, or his eloquent speeches. He was known for his ferocity, his untamed nature, his brutal efficiency. Yet it was precisely these qualities, combined with his undeniable status as one of the most famous and perhaps infamous mutants on the planet, that made him a powerful, if improbable, asset. If he could work alongside humans, if he could stand for unity, then perhaps anyone could. His very presence was a challenge to preconceived notions, a living testament to the possibility of change. For Wolverine himself, this new role was a profound shift. His life had been a series of solitary struggles, of dark missions, of fighting for survival. To suddenly be thrust into a public-facing position, to be expected to represent an entire segment of humanity, was alien territory. He was a man of action, not words, a protector, not a politician. There must have been countless internal battles fought, far away from any battlefield, as he grappled with the weight of expectation. How do you, a former loner, embrace being a symbol of hope? His time on the Unity Division was a fascinating study in character evolution. We saw glimpses of the gruff, unyielding Logan we knew, but tempered by a new sense of purpose. He wasn't just fighting villains, he was fighting perceptions. On missions, he still brought his unparalleled combat skills, his keen senses, his unbreakable will. But in the quiet moments, or in the very public ones, he learned to lead with something more than just his claws. He learned to stand firm, not just against an enemy, but against the tide of public opinion. He learned the value of a silent presence, of a stern but steady gaze, of demonstrating through action rather than just raw power that unity was possible. There were moments, surely, when he bristled under the scrutiny, when the urge to retreat into the shadows was overwhelming. Yet he stayed. He stood alongside Thor, a god, Rogue, a fellow mutant with a complicated past, and Captain America, the very embodiment of human idealism. Their interactions were not always smooth, but they were always genuine. He witnessed firsthand how bridging divides required patience, understanding, and a willingness to see beyond the surface, qualities he was perhaps more accustomed to demanding from others than applying to himself. This experience was a key part of Wolverine's journey from a hardened, self-reliant warrior to a figure who, despite his rough edges, could inspire trust and a sense of shared purpose. He evolved from being simply a powerful mutant to being a powerful voice for mutant kind, albeit one expressed often through stoic action rather than grand pronouncements. He was no longer just the savage, he was the statesman, in the truest sense of someone who understood and championed the needs of their people, even when those people were the entire divided world. In the end, the Avengers' Unity Division, and Wolverine's role within it, served as a potent, enduring symbol. It was a testament to the idea that even the most ingrained divisions can be overcome, and that even the most unlikely individuals can rise to meet a greater calling. Wolverine, the lone wolf, the wild card, became a beacon, showing that true strength lies not just in what you can destroy, but in what you can help build. He proved that transformation is possible, that even a scarred past can give way to a future dedicated to unity and hope. His journey reminds us that true leadership often emerges from unexpected places, and that sometimes the most powerful message is delivered not through eloquent speeches, but through consistent, unwavering presence. What began with Captain America's vision became a crucial chapter in Logan's own story, solidifying his place not just as a hero, but as an enduring symbol of how a world divided can still find common ground. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Wolverine's evolution. What moments from his time with the Unity Division resonated most with you? Or perhaps, which other characters do you feel have undergone similar profound transformations? Share your insights in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation about the heroes who inspire us to bridge our own divides.